everybody? It's your boy Nick here, and here we are. It is time for our annual year-end special, the Nick Picks Top 100 Songs of 2023. It's hard to believe we were getting ready for this prosperous year, and now we are just days away from closing the book on 2023. Before we do that, we are going to do our annual tradition and look back at the top 100 songs of this past year. And there were some good ones, there were some controversial ones, there was songs that just made you think, did she really just say that, or did he really just say that? Like, there were all kinds of crazy songs this year. I got a lot of light on me today. I'm sorry, just bear with me. My screen's going to shrink in just a minute. But so what we've decided this year is we are going to break up this countdown special into 5 videos. Today we are going to talk about videos number 100 to number 81, and we're going to do 20 songs a day until this Friday when we reveal the top 20 songs of the year and we name the song my song of 2023. So make sure to tune in to this channel all week long so we can see if our songs match with one another. So I look forward to doing this special every year. It's bittersweet. It just shows you how fast time is flying, and just you look back at all the music that came out. So I'm ready. Let's jump in because we got a lot to talk about. All right, so here is part 1 of the Nick Picks Top 100 Songs of 2023. Kicking off the countdown at number 100, we've got Attention by Doja Cat. What a year she has had. Doja released the Scarlet album, and a lot of good songs came out of that album, including Paint the Town Red, Demons, Agora Hills, and so many others. We'll see. We will be following how the album sells next year because it kind of came out towards the end of the year. Anyway, best way to start it off. Number 99, Good from Usher, Summer Walker, and 21 Savage. All right. Usher's got big plans for 2024. He has been picked to be the halftime performer for Super Bowl 58. And I know he can sing and I know he can dance. So a lot of you naysayers that say that the Super Bowl halftime shows are crap, get ready for this one because he's going to be dancing. You all want them to dance? Well, here you go. You got to dance it. So I'll watch. I'm going to hear people complain about this too. Summer Walker, I've heard her songs here and there. Not my particular favorite. 21 Savage has had an incredible year with the album with Drake, and then he's done some other collaborations too, which I think we will see on this countdown as well. So great year for them all around. Number 98, Jaded from Miley Cyrus. Endless Summer Vacation was one of the big albums of this year. Other songs include Flowers and Used to Be Young. She also did some live performances. I think she did a Backyard Sessions special. I think it's on Disney Plus. You can check that out. But what a good year for Miley Cyrus. And she kind of teased that at the start of the year when she did her New Year's Eve special with Dolly Parton. There's not going to be one this year because it's Sunday Night Football this year. So and the games usually get done around 11 or 11:30 on their side. So it'll already be almost midnight over there. So number 97, Hell and Back from Bakar. I don't know much about this guy. I think he's just a one-hit wonder, but I kept hearing his song on repeat at work. It's a nice little catchy tune. I think it came out about 4 years ago, and you know how a lot of songs are starting to hit the charts again, kind of hit mainstream, or songs that were like kind of YouTube exclusives or were not released. They are getting released now. You'll see a lot more of those songs later on our countdown. Number 96, we have Toxic from YG. This one came out towards the end of last year. Has the sample from Mary J. Blige. Her song was called Happy, and it was from one of her biggest albums, My Life. That was a really good album. I suggest you go check that out. YG, really nice rapper R&B kind of guy. But I really loved the Mary J. sample on that song. Okay, number 95, we have Happy from NF. Nice singer. I haven't heard any of his songs in years, ever since Let You Down. That's his all-time favorite, or all-time biggest hit. But Happy was a nice little jingle that I heard at my job this year too. Very clean guy too, I must say. He raps like there's no tomorrow, but he knows how. I think he's like Christian rap or something like that, something like that. But I can tell he is one with God, and it's working out for him. So, congrats to you. Pound Town 2 from Sexy Red featuring Nicki Minaj. All right, Sexy Red, one of the breakthrough artists from this year. Boy, her songs, I don't know what to say about her songs. They're pretty ratchet. They're pretty raunchy, and yet her songs have made my countdown. So she's doing something right. And she's got big plans for 2024 as she is currently pregnant right now. So she'll be giving birth about the first half of next year. And then Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was all over the charts this year. She kicked things off with Red Ruby Da Sleaze, and then she was part of the Barbie movie soundtrack, and then we end 2023 with Pink Friday 2. I expect this album to hit the charts in 2024, so a year from today, we're going to be seeing some of Nicki's songs probably on this countdown, because I've heard some good songs on the album already. So Nicki, congrats on an incredible year, and you have an even bigger year ahead of you. So I look forward to seeing all that you do in 2024. Number 93, Don't Play With It remix. Lola Brooke featuring Lotto and Young Miami. Lola Brooke, one of the breakthrough artists from this year. She's actually been on the scene for a little bit, but she hit mainstream this year. I saw her perform at the BET Awards. She did a collaboration with Lotto, who had an awesome year this year too. Her song, she has a couple songs probably on this countdown as well. And Young Miami from the City Girls. Carisha Please, her talk show, pretty good this year. She dated Diddy at one point and then they broke up. So she's had an incredible year too. Crazy year. And then City Girls got back together and did an album. So I've heard a little bit about it. I've heard some songs here and there. So all of them have been busy this year. All right, number 92, Cash In, Cash Out. Pharrell Williams featuring 21 Savage and Tyler, the Creator. I think we're going to see 21's name show up quite a bit on this countdown. Tyler, the Creator, I started getting into his music a little bit this year too. Pharrell Williams, the man, the myth, the legend, put out some good collaborations this year, and you know he's a producer as well. So this was a nice little, this was a production rather than a song for him. It was more so 21's song. It's real catchy. So very good job. Number 91, Bad Idea, right? From Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia released her second album this year, Guts, and already rave reviews going into next year. We'll see a little bit more mainstream going on. I'm sure she's gonna put out some more songs from the album. But this one's catchy. This one's a nice little one, and I'm starting to see resemblances from the Sour album. So like this song, I would compare it to Brutal from Olivia Rodrigo. It gives it that kind of feel. But it's a nice little bop. And the music video really goes along with her lyrics. The phrase "seeing you tonight is a bad idea," right? So good for her. I think we're going to see her more on the countdown later. Going into next year, she's got Grammy nominations already, including some of the big four. Well, 3 out of the big 4 for Vampire. Oh, by the way, Nicki Minaj is also up for some Grammys next year too, particularly for Barbie World with Ice Spice, and we'll be seeing Ice Spice later on this countdown. So good luck to you all. We will be covering the coverage for the Grammys. I will be giving out my official predictions once we head into the new year. Number 90, Baby Don't Hurt Me from David Guetta featuring Anne Marie and Coi Leray. I like this one. They're covering What Is Love from Hathaway. Anne Marie, she's done a couple songs here and there. I think she was on our countdown last year with Niall from One Direction. Coi Leray, she's been out doing some raps for a while, especially last year when she did Blick Blick. But this year she hit big because she did this song, and then Players was her biggest song of this year. And then David Guetta, longtime producer. I believe this song is nominated for a Grammy next year, so let's see how it does. Number 89, God Did, from DJ Khaled featuring Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z, John Legend, and Friday. What a collaboration. Speaking of Grammys, we saw a live performance of this song at this year's Grammys, and they had everyone on board. This probably one of the only songs I'll listen to on the album, but it was just nice seeing them get together as if it was the Last Supper and all that. I'm a fan of Rick Ross and Lil Wayne and Jay-Z and John Legend. Not so much a Friday fan, and DJ Khaled's whatever. Number 88, Sunshine, Tyga, Jeannie Aiko. I'm sorry if I butchered her name. And Pop Smoke. May he rest in peace. This one samples, I don't know if it's called Sunshine, but it goes like, Sunshine, I can call you my baby boy. You can call me your baby girl. Yeah, that song. It's well, I'll look it up next time. We've got 4 more videos to film anyway. So I'm loving the covers or the samples. Any song that's got a nice little sample, I'll look into. But this one, yeah. And Tyga put out some hits this year. He did a couple collaborations. There's one he did with Sweetie called Birthday, which my birthday is in 2 more days, in case anyone's wondering. And then he did another song, West Coast Weekend. I think he was on that one. I'm not sure. I have to double check. But anyway, he's had a pretty good year. I think he was at the Grammy salute to hip hop, where they celebrated 50 years in hip hop. It's on Paramount Plus if you want to check that out. But yeah, good year for Tyga. Jeannie's been out there for a little bit too, and I've heard some of her music, not a lot. And then Pop Smoke, he's had some good hits here and there. He's no longer with us, but really good vocals going on there. All right, number 87, Stay With Me, Calvin Harris featuring Halsey, Justin Timberlake, and Pharrell Williams. Now, this was a bop from last summer, but I wasn't able to get on my list, and this year I finally did. I put it on there. This was a nice little collaboration, I gotta say. Justin Timberlake, he was busy this year too because he reunited with NSYNC to do a song for Trolls Band Together, which I think he did some more songs for that album too, because the focus of the movie was boy bands. So, and Justin Timberlake, he's like one of the kings of boy bands. So he did that this year. And then he reunited with Timbaland and Nelly Furtado for a song. I don't know what it was called, but just look up Timbaland, Justin Timberlake, and Nelly Furtado. They collabed in 2007 for Give It To Me. And 16 years later, they came out with a new song. And it was actually a really good song. So hopefully next year it will jump on the countdown. But it came out kind of late this year. So we'll see. But I love Halsey. Halsey's really good. Calvin Harris puts out a lot of good songs. And of course, we have Pharrell. We already talked about him. Number 86, Music for a Sushi Restaurant from Harry Styles. The reigning Song of the Year champion on my countdown. I believe he was number 1 last year, as it was. So a couple of these songs on the countdown coming from the Harry's House album. This one, yeah, the music video was something, I'll tell you that. Nice little catchy bop. Okay, so last little bit for this video. Number 85, Search and Rescue from Drake. I got to give props to Drake. He had an incredible year this year. He ended last year with the Her Loss album, so we were going to see that carry over to this year. And I've heard nothing but rave reviews for that with him and 21 Savage. Rich Flex was their big hit. And then he's ending 2023 with a new album, For All the Dogs. This one's going to be one to look out for next year. Some of the songs already on that album, Slime You Out, featuring SZA. And then Rich Baby Daddy, from another one from SZA, and Sexy Red. And then I'm sure he'll put out some more singles from that album. So Drake has had an incredible year. So, and it's amazing because for the last couple albums, I really have not heard any good Drake songs. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. But the Her Loss album, I think, kind of picks it up. And then For All the Dogs, I think I'm starting to like Drake again. So good job, Drake. You had an incredible year. Maybe you're number 84. Maybe You're the Problem from Ava Max. Nice little bop that I heard at work. Ava Max has been in the business for a little bit. So yeah, just this came out I think towards the end of last year, so it needed some more airtime. Number 83, Greedy from Tate McRae. We saw her on our countdown last year. I think she was like one of the first songs we talked about for She's All I Want to Be. So now Tate released some more music this year. She started off with Uh-Oh, which was a really good song. I don't know why it didn't make the countdown. And then she put out another album this year, towards the end of this year. Greedy is one of the hits from that album. It's kind of catchy, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna hear a lot more from Tate next year, I have a feeling. So, but a lot of good reviews for her new album that just came out. So go check that out. Number 82, Popular from The Weeknd. Oh, I didn't spell it right. I'm sorry. The Weeknd and Madonna featuring Playboy Cardi. The Weeknd coming out from a big year, 2022. Put out a remix this year of Die For You. Now, they re-released Die For You at the end of last year, so it would cross over to this year, and he made it, how do I put it? He made it even better with a remix with the Ariana Grande, which get ready because we're going to hear a lot from Ariana Grande in 2024. I believe she has new music coming out, and she has a movie coming out in 2024. The Broadway musical Wicked is getting a film adaptation. Ariana Grande is going to play the Good Witch, Galinda, and then what's her name? I think it's Cynthia Evio. Her name's Cynthia. She's going to play the Wicked Witch. I want to say her name's Alphaba. So big news. So next holiday season, get ready to see Ariana Grande on the big screen for Wicked Part 1. The second part will come out in 2025. But she spent most of this year filming the movie. I think they might be done already. We'll have to see. I know there's gonna be a lot of editing and special effects for this movie. So, but Ariana, I'm looking forward to seeing you next year, and I'm hoping you'll be on this countdown this next year. Also, congrats to Ariana Grande celebrating 10 years in the music business, 10 years since her Yours Truly album was released. And I remember being a high school kid back in 2013, listening to that album, listening to The Way, and getting ready to see her on New Year's Rockin' Eve. Oh my God, it was such a great year. 10 years. That's crazy. I've grown up with this woman. So, but anyway, let's get back to The Weeknd. So The Weeknd had a new show this year called The Idol. Didn't last very long, but he did write some music for the song and for the show. And Popular was one of the songs for that show. And then he got the icon Madonna. She's been busy this year. She has some medical issues here and there, and now she's back on tour. That's going to continue into next year. Playboy Cardi, I'm not familiar with, but I know I've seen his name before. And finally, number 81, Bongos, Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. One of the biggest hits of this summer. I was so stoked to see Cardi and Megan back together since WAP 3 years ago. So I'm happy that this song made the countdown. And it was so nice to see them again. And it was so cool to see their VMAs performance. So it's a nice little bop. It doesn't stand up to WAP's level, but trust me, I think Sexy Red took care of that, let me tell you. And we'll talk more about that on our next video. Which also, by the way, let's go back to Megan. Megan put out a new single towards the end of this year, Cobra, where she gets real deep into like her critics and all that, and just her focusing on herself. And it's a very powerful song. It's one of Megan's most powerful songs with a message, because she likes to be nasty and all that stuff too. But this one really like has a message. So I recommend you go and listen to Cobra from Megan Thee Stallion. Really good song. I would love to see it nominated for video with a message next year for the VMAs. Okay, so that's it for today's video. We have 4 more videos to go before we close the book on 2023. Tomorrow, we're going to do number 80 through 61. Wednesday, number 60 to 41. That's also my birthday. Thursday, we're going to do number 40 through 21. And then Friday, we will be counting down the final 20 songs of our countdown and see which song will be crowned Song of the Year. If you have an idea on what that song might be, feel free to email me All right. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining us on this little journey. It's going to be a nice one as we count down the best songs of the year. And don't forget, we are still watching Big Brother Reindeer Games. The actual last these would have been my final videos of the year, but we're going to have the last video of the year is going to be the final recap for Big Brother Reindeer Games. That will be on Christmas Eve, so be ready for that. But yeah, let me know what you think of the show, and let me know what you think. What's your favorite songs of the year? Email me. You know, you have all my contact info in the description, and we'll discuss. Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow for the next part of Nick Picks Top 100 of 2023. See you guys later.